So let's draw an energy level diagram for this particle. All right, so what would be the lowest possible energy? Your ground state. Lowest possible value for n sub x is 1, and the lowest possible value for n sub y is also 1. So the ground state energy would be the energy that corresponds to the quantum state where n sub x equals 1 and n sub y equals 1. So you can label it like that, E subscript 1 comma 1. So that's going to be 1 squared h squared over 8m L1 squared plus our n sub y is also 1, so it's 1 squared h squared over 8m L sub 2 squared. Okay, to make things easy to write, let's just call this alpha and let's call this one beta. Okay, so you can see alpha and beta are not the same if L1 and L2 are not the same, right? So this is just going to be alpha plus beta. So that's our ground state energy. What's our first excited state? It's going to be n sub x equals 1 and n sub y equals 2. Or n sub x equals 2, n sub y equals 1. Right? One of these two, but one of these two is going to be lower than the other because alpha and beta are not the same. Right? So what's E12? It's going to be, okay, say 1 squared alpha plus 2 squared beta. So that's going to be alpha plus 4 beta. What is E21? It's going to be 4 alpha, 2 squared alpha plus 1 squared beta. So 4 alpha plus beta. And so for each possible, what would be the next one? You can have n sub x equals 2, n sub y equals 2. So what's E22 going to be? 4 alpha plus 4 beta. So what would be your allowed energy level? So let's sketch those. So these are just the 4 lowest ones. The lowest one would be alpha plus beta, right? The next lowest one would be, depends on what your alphas and betas are. So if we assume we have a square box, let's just make alpha and beta the same, then what would happen? They're going to end up being the same, right? So, but anyway, you're gonna have 2, right? So this can, let's just say 1 1. Let's just call this 1 1 or 1 2. I'm sorry, and this is E21. Okay, if that were the case, what does that mean? Which one is bigger, alpha or beta? This is alpha plus 4 beta, and this is gonna be 2 alpha. I'm sorry, 4 alpha plus beta. So which one is larger, alpha or beta? Alpha. Or is it beta? Well, let's just say alpha is 1 and beta is 2. Okay, so what would alpha plus 4 beta be? That would be 1 plus 8, that's 9. What would be 4 alpha plus beta? It's going to be 4 plus 2 equals 6. So this is when alpha is less than beta, right? Then this is going to be E12 and E21. So if beta is bigger, then E21 would be higher. Is that right? Okay. I'm sorry, E21 would be lower. So here E21 would be less than E12. So this means alpha is larger than beta in this case, right?